Found myself sitting on a rooftop ledge. Town below looked like a ghost in beige. Death leaned close with a half grin wide. Said ain't many left to enjoy the ride. So I raised my glass with a dusty hand. Said hell, I never did quite understand. But I rode the storms and I paid my debt. Drank whiskey before the end. No regrets. Sky burned gold like a dying flame. I laughed and said, ain't you tired of the game? Death just shrugged with a rattling grin. You talk too much, just drink and sin. So I raised my glass with a dusty head. Said hell, I never did quite understand. But I chased the wind and I lost some bet. Drank whiskey before the end. No regrets. The town was quiet, the sun sat low. Just me and the reaper, watching it glow. No last request, no teary eyes. Just one more drink for the silence rides. Yeah, I raise my glass with a shaky hand. Said dying ain't bad with a friend who stands. If the end comes riding, let it forget that I drank my whiskey with no regrets.
Dust on the boots, fire in my chest. I ride through the night, no time to rest. Broken road and a sky so black. Devil's riding somewhere at my back. Pulled off at a ghost town inn. Looked in the mirror, saw my dead twin. Same coat, same scar, same hate, but his eyes were carved by fate. Crows on a wire, thunder low. Something's riding where I go. I'm the rider through the glass, stealing smoke in every pass. He don't blink, but he knows my name. A shadow bound in leather and flame. One more mile, one more sin. Every road I ride with him. From the desert dust to the devil's bar. We don't die, we wear the scar. Whiskey burns but don't erase the dead man's smile on my face. He leans close from the mirror side, and I feel him climb inside. The bike moans like a beast in chains, tires bleeding on western plains. Can't tell where I end and he begins. Two souls paying for our sins. Moonlight bends, the silence speaks. The outlaw ghost, he never sleeps. I'm the rider through the glass, steel and smoke in every pass. He don't blink, but he knows my name, a shadow bound in leather and flame. One more mile, one more sin, every road I ride with him, from the desert dust to the devil's bar. We don't die, we wear the scar. They say the West don't bury its dead, it just gives them a back and a voice in your head. He's not gone, he's in the chrome. Every ride he's leading me home. I'm the rider through the glass, steel and smoke in every pass. He don't breathe, but he walks with me, a soul on fire, never free. Dust to dust, wheel to flame, two shadows riding without a name.
Town's burned down and I don't blink, walking next to bones dressed in black mink. Gun still warm from the final shot, but it ain't revenge, it's all I got. Dust turns red, boots don't stop, ain't no jury, just smoke on top. Me and death, we made a pact, walking hell and not looking back. Rash and iron, blood and bone, burn the trail where sins are sown. No prayers now, just the sound of boots, marching with ghosts in fiery suits. Rash and iron, town gone black, ain't no savior watching my back. I ride with death, he rides with me, two shadows where hope used to be. Ask why he came that day, just nodded slow, holstered pain away. Some deaths are fire, not coin or gold, some truths too hot, too cold to hold. We rode through lies, we stomped on pride, left every oath where the preachers died. And when it ends, I won't be missed, but that fire remembers every fist. Ash and iron, devil's grin, we don't run, we drag the sin. Smoke in our lungs, flame in our boots, we're the storm that silence recruits. Ash and iron, no white flags, just burn up streets and body bags. We ride like kings crowned in flame, no name left, just the claim. He looked at me, no need to speak, I gave him hell and he gave me peace. One last town, one last breath, and then we both became what's left. whiskey burn, candlelight. She sat down like it was her right. Dig of bones, eyes like ash. I lit my smoke and matched her flash. We bet with names, not silver rounds. The chips were scars, the stakes the ground. I raised with pain, she called with time. In a bar past us, at the end of the line. Would lead the other through. She smirked like smoke, I grinned through blood. The cards were drawn, the drinks were mud. We bet with names, not silver rounds. The chips were scars, the stakes the ground. I raised with pain, she called with time. In a bar past us, at the end of the line. Scars are no priest, no law, no bell to chime, just whiskey and a twisted spine. We bet with names, not silver rounds. The chips were scars, the stakes the ground. She folded slow, I tipped my brim, and death stood up, but left with him.
Like a noose in the sky tonight. Boots slam hard in a graveyard flight. Steel in my chest, breath burning black. And death on a horse just watching my back. Whispers rise from the crooked stones. Names of the damned etched in bone. Ain't no preacher, ain't no priest. Just one last ride and a hungry beast. Gravehound Moon running fast. Shadow close and breath won't last. Chains are clinking, hooves like drums. The end don't wait, it fucking comes. Gravehound Moon, pale and white. Nowhere left for me to hide. Bones behind and fire ahead. I ride the line between the living and dead. like coal, his grin don't fade. Rope in his hand, justice unpaid. I seen my sins in every flame. Each soul I broke still screams my name. But I ain't begging, I won't plead. Ain't no deal that death can read. I spit blood and grit my jaw. You want me? Come take it raw. Gravehound moon, crack the sky. Hear the howl, I see the eye. Gun in hand, ghost in breath. I ride with hell right on my neck. Gravehound moon, full and curse. One step more, I might go first. If I burn, I'll burn with pride. Death can chase, but I still ride. Gravel grinds neath haunted feet. Reaper close, but I won't see. I run till dawn or break my soul. Ain't no grave gonna take control. Gravehound moon, final breath. I outrun fate, I stare down death. No more sins, no more time. I leave my name in blood and grime. Gravehound moon, cold and wide. If I fall with pride. Let him howl, let him scream. This outlaw dies with a goddamn dream.
Boots full of dust, breath tastes like rust. Sitting on his porch since the world lost trust. Smoke curls slow and the blood red lies. Something's coming, I feel it right. Holes in my coat, holes in the past. Wounds that whisper but none that last. I light one match and let it burn. Ain't in a rush but I know it's my turn. The wind don't lie, the sky feels wrong. There's thunder hiding in this song. This is the smoke before the storm, where silence screams and blood runs warm. I don't pray, I don't conform. I was born to break the norm. Let it rise, let it rain. I walk through fire, I eat the pain. I don't beg, I transform. I'm the smoke before the storm. I've seen ghosts beg for rest, and men break under simple tests. But I sit still with heavy hands, built from scars and desert lands. Ash on my tongue, weight on my soul. The calmest ones still lose control. I hear the drums behind the breeze, and death is riding through the trees. The night don't blink, the ground don't shake, but I feel it all begin to wake. This is the smoke before the storm, where silence screams and blood runs warm. I don't pray, I don't conform. I was born to break the norm. Let it rise, let it rain. I walk through
lift and ride the rest. This is the smoke before the storm, the calm that cuts, the breath so warm. No angel sings, no devil warns. I am the smoke before the storm.
They strung me up where no one prays, no hymns, no words, no final stays. The gallows creak like a tired sigh, and the moon just watch from a bloodshot sky. No judge, no jury, just the dust and ropes that never learn to rust. My boots swung low, my name went high, but I never begged, and I won't deny. The rope don't lie, and the moon don't blink. No time for tears, no space to think. If I swing for what I've done, then let me hang beneath that sun. Yeah, the rope and the moon, they both knew too soon. My coat still smelled like smoke and rain, my sin still carved into the grain. I ain't a hero, ain't pure or clean, just a man with blood he's seen. But I stood tall when they pulled that knot. Didn't ask for grace, I never got. Some men die in bed with shame. I'd rather swing than shift the blame. The rope don't care and the moon don't weep. They only mark the soul you keep. If they sing, they'll sing it low, of a man who faced what he didn't know. Yeah, the rope and the moon, they cut right through. I don't want no stone, no name carved deep. Just let the grass grow wild beneath my feet. So if you ride past where I swung, don't mourn me, don't bite your tongue. Just tip your hat if you still believe that justice don't always ask to leave. And when your time comes cold and clear, let the gallows whisper in your ear. A man who lived by fire and sin can die in silence and still win.
Cracked but didn't break. I saw a grin I didn't fake. Eyes like coals, jaw carved in bone. But it wore my hat, it called me home. Mirror, where's my face and my sin? A ghost in leather grinning within. Ain't no saving, I'm too far gone. Hell rise with me.
The bottle's dry, the past still bleeds, but death just laughs and feeds my deeds. Mirror, where's my face and my sin? A ghost in leather grinning wind. Ain't no saving, I'm too far gone. Hell rides with me, and it's moving on. Spark, and when I looked, I didn't flinch. That mirror grin, and did it blow? Mirror, where's my face? Yeah, that's me, born of vengeance, raised by grief. Can't outrun what you become. I ride with death, and I'm the drum.
Snow bites deep, breathing ice and flame. Boots pound hard, ain't no one to blame. Behind me rides that black bone shade, whisper sins I never prayed. Steel in my blood, frost in my teeth. Ain't no gray that's calling me. Running fast through a ghost white veil, but death don't slow, he rides that trail. All footsteps in the frost, he's coming fast. I outer and fade, but it won't be the last. Shadow on a horse with eyes like coal, chasing down what I can't control. Chains are rattling, breath turns black, but I ain't never looking back. Footsteps in the frost, soul on fire, and I ain't ready for no funeral pyre. Like a preacher's curse, each step forward just makes it worse. He's got my name in a crooked grin, says you can run, boy, but I always win. My heart's beating like a loaded drum, cold steel fingers beg me to succumb, but I still breathe and that means fight. I'll burn this snow to earn my right. All footsteps in the frost, he's coming fast. I odor and fade, but it won't be the last. Shadow on a horse with eyes like coal, chasing down what I can't control. Chains are rattling, breath turns black, but I ain't never looking back. Footsteps in the frost, soul on fire, and I ain't ready for no funeral pyre. But I ain't giving him mine. One last time.
my teeth, boots full of sin, riding this steel till the dark rolls in. Wheels spin stories, a law forgot, a pact with death, that's all I got. Death rides a pillion, never says a word. Moon hangs low like a judge unheard. Engines cry, but we never stop. We're ghosts on wheels till the last heart drops. Desert don't sleep, and neither do I. Smoke in my lungs, fire in the sky. Gravel beneath, the end up ahead. No prayers left, just the words she said. Death rides pillion, never says a word. Moon hangs low like a judge unheard. Engines cry, but we never stop. We're ghosts on wheels till the last heart drops. Graveyards blur on the right-hand side. Names I forgot, but they still ride. She taps my shoulder, cold as ice. Time, she says, I don't think twice. Jet rides pillion, sings in my ear. You've gone too far, there's nothing here. Still I ride through dust and flame, just a ghost on wheels without a name. When soul's already gone, he walks the sand, dragging sins too long. No priest, no prayer, just the dying sun, and a cross on his back that weighs a ton. Dust don't bury me, I'm already low. Got fire in my chest and nowhere to go. A ghost with a purpose, a path to tread. I carry my cross till I lie with the dead. But he ain't through. See more hell than most men do. No tears, no name on a stone for him. Just a hollow laugh and a whispered hymn. Dust
just one more mile, just one more sin.
Step by step, the wind cuts through, boots dragging truths I never knew. Behind me walks what waits for all, but I still walk, I don't yet fall. Cross made of dust tied to my name, I bear the weight, not seeking fame. If I fall, let them know I tried, with fire in my hands and death by my side. The sun won't rise, the sky won't pray, but I still march through Judgment Day. No gold, no God, just what I owe, and a cross I carve from my own soul. Cross made of dust tied to my name, I bear the weight, not seeking fame. If I fall, let them know I tried, with fire in my hands and death by my side. My kin, I walked alone. No cries, no stone, just dust and bone. She never led, she walked behind, and I never once looked back in time. Cross made of dust tied to my name, burned by sin, but too proud for shame. If I fall, let the silence ride. I was a man with death by my side. Lit a match in the house of the Lord. Ashes fell where the blood once poured. My boots dragged sins across the floor. Every candle knowing what I came here for. A whisper in the pew like a rattlesnake sigh. Crucifix burning under God's own sky. I ain't asking mercy, just a place to fall. A seat in hell with my back to the wall. Forgive my dust, I ain't kneeling clean. Just a ghost in leather and gasoline. I rode through fire, I drank with death. Now I smoke my sins with my final breath. Forgive my dust, not the man I've been. I'm a crossroads soul in a world of sin. Chains round my chest, bullets in my spine, but I still tip my hat at the end of the line. The altar cracked, the silence spoke, a sermon of gunfire, whiskey and smoke. Forgive my dust, I ain't kneeling clean. Just a ghost in leather and gasoline. I rode through fire, I drank with death. Now I smoke my sins with my final breath. Forgive my dust, not the man I've been. I'm a crossroads soul in a world of sin. Ain't no saving me, preacher. Just light me a candle and lock the door. In the dead of dusk I took my seat. Leathered creeks and cold steel heat. Across the grave from death itself. Smiling like he knew my hell. He said, you've cheated time before. I cracked my knuckles, swore once more. Moon hanging like a witness high. Bones and dust, no place to hide. Now it's grip for grip, soul for soul. In the gray's cold clutch, I won't let go. Fan a rattling chains and breathing fire. Drag that reaper through the mire. Dust don't judge and death don't pray, but I ain't going down today. Crow feathers fall from a ghostly sky. Graveyard's breath, a coyote cry. His fingers cracked like broken wood, but I held firm the way men should. He whispered, boy, your time is due. I said, hell waits, but I ain't through. Dead man's game, but I still raise one last
fall beneath God's gaze. Now it's grip for grip, soul for soul in the grave's cold clutch. I won't let go. I'll rattle in chains and breathe in fire. Try to drag that reaper through the mire. Dust don't judge and death don't pray, but I ain't going down today.
I got a shadow on my back, wears a cloak of bone, riding through hell and I rode it alone. She don't talk, just follows my track, but I don't flinch, never look back. She's breathing behind me, waiting for cracks, but I got no fear, no time to look back. My soul's worn boots, my blood still black, and I ride on with death at my back. Lessons learned from roads that turn. She watched me fall, she saw me rise, but I never prayed and I told no lies. She's breathing behind me, waiting for cracks, but I got no with death at my back. She's breathing behind me, but I don't crack. I was forged in dust and I never look back. My sins are scars, my code's intact, so let her cut on with death at my back.
Fight a fate by fraying rope, dust in my mouth too dry for hope. The horse stood still, the sky burned white, and death just washed by the dead man's side. No sound, no shout, no final plea, just the way it's always meant to be. I walked too far, I bled too long, now silence sings my last warm song. This is where all roads lead, where the soul don't cry and the ground don't bleed. No church bells, no last creed, just a name the wind don't need. Yeah, this is where all roads lead. My boots wore thin from years of sin, no one waiting when the end rode in. I ain't the first to fall like this, with cracked lips dry from a goodbye kiss. The rope ain't justice, the dirt ain't gray, just a place where the lost behave. And if death stayed, it's 'cause she knows every outlaw rides to where silence grows. This is where all roads lead, where ghosts don't talk and guns don't feed. No echoes left, no one to heed, just a dust and death, both guaranteed. Yeah, this is where all roads lead. I didn't pray, I didn't beg, I just looked her in the eyes and closed mine. So lay no stone, speak no line, let the heat erase what once was mine. If they ask how far I rode, just point them west down this old road. Tell them I laughed, tell them I bled, tell them I shook hands with the dead. And when they ask what I believe, say he found it where all roads lead. In his lungs, bones under leather lash, no name, no brand, no path to trace, just tires that howl and a sunless face. He don't speak and he don't turn, just the road behind him starts to burn. No law, no God, no final prayer, just a shadow that's always there. He's a dust devil rider, born from smoke, steel heart pounding, never spoke. He rides for nothing, he rides for all, and when you see him, boy, you fall. No rules, no rest, no grace, no God, just him and the wind and the wheels that slide. every time he rolls, the crows don't follow. Even they know he drinks no blood, takes no gold, just rides through stories never told.
Bridge. He's the dust devil riding no end, no start, a phantom burning through every heart, the living dream, the dying sea. He don't knock, he's the final key. No cross, no bell, no righteous cry, just thunder, smoke, and a blood-red sky.
I sat on a pew with dust on my skin, no hymn to cover the things I've been. Death leaned close, didn't say a word, but her bones echoed louder than prayers I heard. The stained glass bled a dying red while I lit a match for the things I said. No saints, no light, no saving grace, just me in the end, face to face. God don't speak in churches now. He left when I forgot how to bow. If death's my preacher, let it be. She's the only one who listens to me. Yeah, God don't speak in churches now. My hands were torn, my soul half spent. No gospel line could make me repent. I sat beside her, no change, no fear, just truth hanging heavy in the air. I whispered things I'd never told about love, regret, and nights gone cold. And she just listened, still as night, like she'd heard words and knew I'd fight. God don't speak in churches now. He left when my knees stayed off the ground. If death hears more than holy men, maybe I was born for her in the end. Yeah, God don't speak in churches now. I don't need forgiveness. I just need someone to stay until it's time. No bells rang out, no choir sung, just creaks of wood and lungs gone numb. She reached no hand, she pulled no thread, but I knew she'd follow when I said, I ain't proud, but I ain't fake. I burn my bridges at every stake. And if this pew's where it ends for me, let it be quiet, let it be free.
I sat across from bones in black. Lantern burned like a final act. Deck of cards on a tombstone slab. He grinned wide with a gambler's jab. The air was thick with rotten breath. The pot was time, the stakes was death. He whispered low, pick your sin. I raised my cup and leaned right in. Shadow dealing with a rusted grin. Ain't no winner when the reaper wins. All cards on the coffin, dealing fate. One wrong bluff and it's too damn late. Whiskey, blood, and a cold dead stare. The devil's watching from a wooden chair. Ash to ash, we raise the stakes. Grit and fire, no soul he takes. Cards on the coffin, bone white hand. Outlaw bleeds, but still he stands. Ace of spades and a cursed draw. Fingers twitch with a twisted law. He played the queen, I showed the blade. My breath held back, my soul unpaid. The wind went still, the crows took flight. The graveyard held its breath that night. I saw the grin, but never fear. I've danced with worse and I'm still here. Steel and leather, fire and skin. We ride the edge where hell begins. Call cards on the coffin, dealing fate. One wrong bluff and it's too damn late. Whiskey, blood, and a cold dead stare. The devil's laughing in the midnight air. Ash to ash, we raise the stakes. Grit and fire, no soul he takes. Cards on the coffin, bone white hand. Outlaw bleeds, but still he stands. You don't fold to death, boy, you stare, I'm down. Ain't about winning, it's about not backing down. Call cards on the coffin, final call. He played God, but I took it all. With a crooked smile and a shattered past, I left that grave with a smoking flask. Ash to ash, the chains still clank, but I ride free from the devil's bank. Cards on the coffin, and when I ride, I carry death right by my side.
Dust hangs low and breath comes slow. The crowd is gone, but she still shows. Cloak of night and bones of cold. She waits for me just like I told. Face me, let's end this right.
Face me, Reaper. I won't crawl. Gun in hand, I take it all. I ain't done. I won't kneel. This showdown's real. Let's make it steal. She don't blink, and I don't flinch. Every breath, a tighter cinch. Chains rattle low, hearts beat loud. Two souls stand while death draws crowd. Face me, Reaper. One last breath. If you take me, make it dead. But if I win, you walk away. This all ain't yours, not today.
I knelt down by the Reaper's grave, head in hand, but I won't cave. She reached out from the other side, whispers cold like a serpent's cry. She said, boy, it's time you come, but I ain't running, I don't run.
I won't bow to the shadow's hand. I'm still dust, I'm still man. Let the storm take all I own, but I ride out with blood and bone.
The sky was howling, wolves in black. Every ghost breathing down my back. Her fingers curl round fate and flame, but I lit fire and spoke my name. She smiled like a smoking gun, but I said, hell, I ain't done.
I won't bow to the shadow's hand. I'm still dust, I'm still man. Let the storm take all I own, but I ride out with blood and bone.
Gates Creek white lanterns glow. Gravel speaks in tongues below. She climbs on with bony grace. This ain't just death, it's leaving place. Crossing over wheel by wheel, through the veil, through what ain't real. Ash and rust, bone and breath, riding slow through living death. Like ghostly hands, marking me for no man's land. Church bells toll, but no one prays. This road knows no light of days. Crossing over, wheel by wheel, through the veil, through what ain't real. Ash and rust, bone and breath, riding slow through living death. One step in, you don't come back. Ride the dark, don't leave a track. Just wide awake, got no soul she couldn't take. But still I ride, still I steer through realms where names disappear. Crossing over, final round, lanterns fade, gates close down. She don't speak, she don't need to. This road ends where
in the sand. My hands twitching, but I understand. One pull, one shot, one grave to fill. Ain't no mercy in this kill. Draw first or die last. A blink too slow, your breath won't last. Dust and blood beneath our feet, where reapers walk and devils meet. His eyes are bones, mine burn
Trust in my boots, faith in my aim. 6 shots loaded with guilt and flame. He's wearing bombs, I wear regret. We both got reasons not to forget. At sundown we stand, me and the end. No preacher, no friend, no time to pretend. This ain't just war, this is soul against soul. And I ain't going down without taking control.
Gasoline grin, but now the wind stands still as death, waiting silent for my breath. At sundown we stand, gun to bone, on holy dirt I fight alone. It's a standoff for all I've ever known. This fire's mine, I make it home. No heaven, no hell, just dust and wail. But I'll ride till the silence is still. At sundown we roar, no fear, no flight. Loaded souls locked in desert light. And if this is the end, I'll pull it proud. Cowboy against the reaper, loud and unbowed.
Boots beat a long shadow in the dust. The sun does not shine where the dead belong. 6 shots hang like a doomsday. He doesn't blink, he walks down my road. His eyes are not eyes, they are burning cold. A face like a bow from which there's no return. I spit blood, I raise my steel, but the air grows cold and time does not feel. Draw against the devil, feel the weight. The dust spins fast when you tempt fate. He doesn't miss, he doesn't forgive. He just rides so that the damned don't live. Take up arms, gather your courage. This is where sinners are going. You can run, you can pray, and he comes like death in broad daylight. They say he died in 95, but people still swear they saw him riding. No heart in your chest, just smoke and gears. You can smell hell when it's coming. people twice, it's my sin. But none of them looked at before I started. This is not a duel, it's a prophecy. One goes, the other ceases to be. Draw against the devil, feel the way the dust spins fast when you tempt fate. He doesn't miss, he doesn't forgive, he just rides so that the damned don't live. Take up arms, gather your courage, this is where sinners are being taken. You can run, you can pray, and he comes like death in broad daylight. His trigger pulls the hands of fate. His bullet does not stop, it just waits. Draw against the devil, meet your name. He carves it deep in smoke and flame. No heaven hears, no saints remain, just a coat of dust and death unchained. You can fight, you can stay, but he walks like death in broad day.
Shadows rise on the valley floor. We don't knock, we break the door. Skulls for faces, guns for grace. We ride like thunder with no trace. Smoke in our coats, bones in our grit. Each mile we take, the world will slip. You hear the hooves, too late to run. We ride like hell with loaded sun. Let the dust remember me. Let the sky split wild and free. We ride with fire, we ride with shame. But when we pass, you'll scream our name. Steel in the wind, ghost in the flame. Let the dust know my name. Crosses fall and time breaks down. We wear the wrath like a rusted crown. We ain't alive, we ain't yet gone. We're the curse, the dusk rides on. Chains on leather, breath of war. We don't knock twice at no man's door. The land itself begins to ache. When we descend, the heavens break. Let the dust remember me. Let the sky split wild and free. We ride with fire, we ride with shame. But when we pass, you'll scream our name. Steel in the wind, ghost in the flame. Let the dust know my name. You thought we died, we don't decay. We ride the dark till judgment day. Let the dust remember me. Let the
the crows sing bitterly. We burn the map, we break the chain. We are the storm you can't contain. Steel in the wind, ghost in the flame, let the dust.
Smoke in my lungs, nails in my throat. Rode through the fire, didn't leave a note. The chapel burned, the sky turned black. I laughed as hell, pulled me back. Boots full of ash, blood in my grin. Praying to gods I never let in. Crosses fall, but I still rise with rusted steel and haunted eyes. I've got ashes in my chest, chains rattling where I rest. I don't breathe, I don't beg, I just ride with a ghost on my leg. Every mile's a curse I wear, leather cracked and full of prayer. I ain't lost, I've just been bled by the fire, by the smoke, by the dead. The sky don't cry where I've been riding, only thunder and bones colliding. My name was carved into a tomb, but I broke the stone and left the gloom. Knuckles scorched, my soul half gone, still humming that old funeral song. No angels here, no holy light, just a fistful of chains and a will to fight. Got ashes in my chest, chains rattling where I rest. I don't breathe, I don't beg, I just ride with a ghost on my leg. Every mile's a curse I wear, leather cracked and full of prayer. I ain't lost, I've just been bled by the fire, by the smoke, by the dead. These roads ain't paved, they're stitched in sin. I ride with what I might have been, a skeleton preaching through a storm, a death mask forged where hate was born.